Hello again, everybody. So yes, today I took the flavus out of hibernation and connected them up. They look absolutely brilliant. Really, really pleased. They've come through hibernation, no problems at all. Um, Loads of larvae. They formed all the larvae into a long streak in 1/3 of the nest. I could see or I could find both queens, but they're highly covered in ants at the moment. So I presume they're all right underneath there. But yes, it was a bit tricky to actually find the queens. I've gone for the slightly larger outworld. I've gone for the long one for them this year because yes, they don't like to explore. And I've kept it very minimal in there. I've hardly put that many decorations because they're not big fans of climbing all over things. Not like Lasius Niger, who love running up and down sticks and exploring every little crack and crevice. Flavus only really come out if they're hungry, and if they're not, you don't tend to see hardly any at all in the outworld. But I wanted the bigger outworld just to give me more room in there to put water test tubes and to be able to get to things. I find the little cube one can be a bit tricky, especially if you've got extra stuff added in there like the odd rock and stuff. I mean, last year I couldn't get a water test tube in the outworld to lie flat because there wasn't enough room, so it was on their angle. And I don't know if you remember that video where their nest dried out and they moved out into the test tube in the outworld. They were having to try and live in this test tube that was at an angle. So I thought, let's give them a bigger outworld so at least I can do things like that, have a water test tube in there that's flat. Unlike the Lasius Niger, they were out and about within minutes. There were 3 workers in the outworld within 2-3 minutes of me connecting them up. It sort of helps in that the spur on that 4-way junction used to lead during hibernation to a water test tube, which I've now taken off. So they're sort of used to turning down that route anyway and going there to find water. And they would have just found, oh, this keeps going. Hey, in the outworld. Anyway, I put some sugar in for them. And yeah, they found that within a couple of minutes. So they are taking stuff back to the nest and already very active for the new season, which I expect because they are a bigger colony. You just tend to have the odd worker that will start doing things. I mean, the majority of them are still very much clustered up around the queens and around the larvae, but an odd one or two is active. The Lasius Niger, bless them, little sweet colony, haven't done anything in 24 hours. They haven't even left their test tube yet. When I first started ant keeping, this would have concerned me. I would have been like, oh, they're going to be hungry after hibernation. Will they be all right? They'll be all right. They come through hibernation with loads of spare food. You can still see workers' gastas are extended. If they want food, they'll explore, but for the moment they haven't even gone out the test tube. So yeah, I'll keep you updated with them as they start to explore their new setup. But flavus straight onto there straight away, very much waking up. I'm sure that the 2 queens will be 4 this June, so very nice looking colony now. It's taken 4 years to get them to a decent size where they actually do something. They are so slow and so timid, but finally the flavus colony is really taking off. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Until next time, goodbye.